How's it going, everybody? Back with another collection video today. This time I'm doing my Star Wars video game collection. I've done this in the past. I think I did this in 23. I think I looked. It was 23, I'm pretty sure. On this channel, I think I did it again on the other channel. I was about 8-9 minutes into this video. We got the blinds over here, and the cat jumped up at the beginning of the video, goes behind the blinds, looks out. But then she just started making so much noise, hammering around the blinds, that it ruined the video. And this was not like a background sound that you guys say you can't hear. This was literally right here, and it was just like boom, 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 boom. So I got pissed, and now I'm starting again. But anyway, I'm going to start with the cartridge stuff like I did before. And I did the last time I made one of these. Super Return of the Jedi. Super Star Wars Return of the Jedi for the Super Nintendo. If anyone's played these, it's Super Star Wars, this one, Super Empire Strikes Back. Great games that look great, sound great, are very hard. I mean, there's parts that are extremely hard. There's other parts that aren't terrible, but they are tough games. This one I didn't own when I was younger. I got this one, I don't know when, a couple of years ago. They're all fairly cheap. You can get them all for under $20 each, not all three. So they're good games that are cheap. This one you can use Luke, Han, Leia, and Chewie. Maybe Lando. I can't remember. Luke has his force powers. He's got the lightsaber and stuff. There's some Mode 7 shit in there too, taking advantage of Super Nintendo hardware. Usually involves being like an X-Wing, or it's just like some other like land speed or some other random thing. They're not too annoying, those missions. This is THQ one. There's another one. This is JVC also did versions of these games. I don't know why that was. Cool game though. I admittedly played some of this and then, like when I got it, and then popped around with the cheat codes for levels and stuff. Cool game though. I'd pick them up if you're into the old school stuff, because they are not expensive, especially for Super Nintendo stuff. They're not expensive, which is nice. And here's its Game Boy counterpart. I picked this one up not that long ago either. I don't know, maybe it's been a couple of years now. But, looks good graphically for a Game Boy game. I played on the Retron Square, and it ups it like it's a Game Boy Color. So you're getting some of the colors, not a ton of colors, but you get some colors. If you had original Game Boy Color back in the day, you'd pop this in. Same thing I think with the Game Boy Advances as well. It would just play them as if they were played on there. It doesn't play them in their native original Game Boy, like green colors or whatever the Game Boy Color was. It looks pretty good. It plays fun. I didn't play all of it. Star Wars Rogue Squadron, the original for the Nintendo 64. This is not one I had back then. I rented it. Never beat it. And then I purchased it from a video game trading post in Bayshore Mall. It's cool. It's a one store at all. Use different vehicles and stuff. Looks nice. For, Nintendo 64 game actually still kind of holds up. A lot of Nintendo 64 games do not, but this one does. At least I think it does. I think Shadows of the Empire is another one I'd like to get again. That's a cool game. I had that back in the day. And there was like Episode 1 Racer, and then I think there was Episode 1 Battle for Naboo was in there as well. I don't know if there's any other ones. Star Wars games. But this one was cool from what I played of it then and now. And the last of the cartridge-based games. Star Wars, Apprentice of the Force, Star Wars Trilogy. Apprentice of the Force. I picked this up for $6.99 at East End Gaming back in New York, in Oakdale. So this is cool. This has the original trilogy, all three of New Hope, Return of the Jedi, Empire Strikes Back. It's very kind of similar to this one, just a different graphical kind of style to it. When I played it was fun, and it also, once again, you can play it on the Retron Square, which is nice to play it on the big screen. I don't like playing the handheld stuff, honestly, these days, because the screen's just too small. Like, the Switch screen is a nice big size. But even like the Vita and stuff, like, it's hard for me to even go back now and trilogy. Now let's start with the... I'm trying to go in order of the systems. I'll start with one GameCube game I have. Star Wars one. Star Wars Rogue Squadron 3 Rebel Strike. I picked this one up off of eBay not too long ago. Maybe it's in 24. Maybe it's 25. The second one also was a GameCube exclusive. Only for Rogue Leader. That one was awesome. I got that one when it came out at launch. It was a launch title for the GameCube. It was that. I had that in Madden 2002. Awesome game. Like, graphically, you thought you were playing the movie. This one, they added the on-foot stuff. Which is decent. It's average. The on-foot stuff to me is average. It's not incredible, but it's not terrible. It's still all about the flying combat. Is where it's at. This apparently has a 2-player cooperative version of Rogue Leader included on the disc. But once again, you're playing through parts of the original trilogy. And now you also have on-foot stuff. Now the Xbox, which I have the most for. What do I want to start with? It's actually in there. No, disc rattles there. Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. This is a cool game. It's kind of like a beat-em-up type game. This one has interesting endings, too. I got this from the Video Game Trading Post as well. $6, apparently. With actual footage from the Episode 3 movie. And this might have come out, like, right before the movie did, too. But there's, like, different things where you could play as Anakin and, like, kill Obi-Wan and then the Emperor as well, I believe. But it takes different paths by using Obi-Wan and Anakin and stuff. I did not beat this one as well. But there's a good amount of Star Wars games this generation. Especially on the Xbox. Because a couple of these were just on the Xbox and PC. But Bounty Hunter, they did not get Star Wars Bounty Hunter, which is a cool one. Unless you played as Jango Fett. That was on the Cube and the PS2. I had it on the Cube back then. I wonder what that sells for these days. Maybe under 20. Because that was kind of a fun game. But they had the Obi-Wan game on the Xbox. They had this. They had all the other ones had. On top of the Lego shit as well, Lego ones. But obviously they had some exclusives. Well, like I said, they were also on PC, but console exclusive. Which I'll get into in a few. Star Wars. Jedi Knight 2, Jedi Outcast. I've not played much of this one. I played some back in the day. I want to say this one and... what was Jedi Knight called? Was it just Jedi Star Wars Jedi Knight? Did it have a name too? I want to say both of them were on the Cube as well. I think they were. I could be wrong. This one you got first person shit, and then you're using the dude. You're getting your force powers and stuff. Your first person stuff here. I played a ton of this, but I picked it up because I wanted more Star Wars games at the time. I forget the name of the guy who used in this. These were also on the PC. I believe they might have started on the PC. Like they were on the PC first, then got ported over. Star Wars Jedi Starfighter. This is a copy I got for $1 at a garage sale when we were back in Islip. Very similar to the Rogue Squadron games. This game does work, but it is damaged, the disc. So you're using the ships from episode 2. I think you used more than just this one, though, yeah. Optimized graphics and performance tuned for the Xbox. 40 new craft. Unique missions. So you're playing through that. It's fun, good. Star Wars is made for these kind of games. Aerial combat shooters, this. You have the Rogue Squadron games. Do you have any other ones? I mean, I have another one here, but it's just Rogue Squadron And they had the ones from back in the day as well, like Rebel Assault and stuff, and TIE Fighter, PC ones and shit from back in the day. There's Dooku and Mace Windu. And here's the creme de la creme. Knights of the Old Republic. The first one, just an incredible game. Now this takes place, it's like 4,000 years. Yeah, 4,000 years before the Galactic Empire. So technology hit its point, I guess, and then kind of stayed the same. Which I could see happening, like technology just hits a point. It doesn't really make any much advancements forward, you know. But that's Bastila, I know that. Wait. Bastila. I forgot this guy's name, he's the main bad guy, I think. You used Darth Revan, spoilers. Like, you were on the Outer Rim fighting, and you were a Jedi, and then it's you and this guy, too, I think was there. I can't remember what his name was. And then you wake up, I think, on a ship or some shit. Or is that the second one? I forget who you are, but you can go down either path, either the light or the dark path, depending on what you do and how you answer things and the actions you take. And you do find out you were part of that thing. I think it was Darth Revan. Was it the Ebon Hawk? Yeah, it's the ship. You get other party members, I cannot remember their names. Some of them pop up in the second one. I always like the ships in Star Wars games. I always like it. When you go into a new ship and stuff. And you get, it's like your little base and shit. But this is a sick game. It's like the characters are running around, but you're giving them their stuff. So it's not like turn-based where you're just stuck there and you gotta go. The characters are always doing something, but you're telling them what to do. And they still do go in order, but you can move around the battlefield. I'm pretty sure on this, right? It's been a while. But there's Jedi and Sith everywhere. You go into different worlds, which is cool. I think you end up on Tatooine, Dantooine, Kashyyyk, right? The Wookiee home world. And there's other ones too. It's not just those planets. It probably does it tell you? 7 enormous worlds. Tatooine, the Sith world of Korriban. You're upgrading stuff. You're getting new weapons and gear, and you're customizing your shit and stuff. This is another cheap game. If you want the original version, this is also on PC. I think they re-released it on systems over time, but like for an Xbox game, like this is, you can get this for like $10, $12 complete. And it is an incredible game. It's just, it's so good. It really is. And this one I got down here from the GameStop. Not long after we got here. But it is the Sith Lords. Knights of the Republic 2 Sith Lords. This does not have a manual, but I saw it in there. I'm like, I'm getting it. It's $5, so I did. This is a cool one. I forget her name. What does it say? Some of the people are back. The Ebon Hawk, I'm pretty sure, is back. Same as the other one. Decisions matter. This is more with, does it tell you here? This is 5 years after the first one. And the Sith Lord have hunted the Jedi Order to the edge of extinction. A lone Jedi Knight remains. There is a lot of Mandalorian stuff in this one too, I believe. Once again, those same great combat. You're going to different worlds and stuff. They're just cool games. Is there a Darth Bane in one of these, or was that something else? Another property. And of course, you have force powers in these games and shit as well. And you're just doing all types of shit, and you can choose how you want to upgrade things and how you want to go about your business. This one was developed by Obsidian. And this one was, the first one was BioWare. This one's good too, though. But, like, gameplay-wise, like, it's a little more glitchy, this one, than this one. Obsidian, I think, has done now the Outer Worlds, right? Alpha Protocol. They've done a bunch of shit. A lot of story-based stuff they do. Here's the one Lego game I have. I've had the Lego games, but this is the complete saga. Star Wars, the complete saga for the Wii. I originally had this on the PS3. So this has all the first 6 movies in it. I've played those. I played the original trilogy. And then I played Lego Star Wars 3: The Clone Wars, I think it was just called, right? And then I played the Skywalker Saga one. I need to get that one. I played it on like Game Pass, I believe. I gotta see how much that is for the Xbox One, because that was like open world, crazy action. Like you're going all over the place in the galaxy, side missions, all types of shit. Very big game. But they're cool. The Lego games. If you like the franchise it's based on, you're gonna love it a lot more. If you don't, you'll still enjoy it, but not as much. Like for me, Pirates of the Caribbean, I like the game, but I didn't go back and do everything. Because these, you gotta unlock new characters and then go back and do things you couldn't on levels, collecting mini kits and all that other bullshit. But Star Wars ones are fun. I didn't play all of it. It was the Force Awakens just had its own one. Which is weird that they gave one to just one game. And now on to the final four. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. So here's Cal Kestis in this one. What is a Sarah right there? And then Greasy. I think it's Greasy. I always forget the other girl's name. She's like a witch, whatever they call her. She's in there. These people pop up in Jedi Survivor as well. But they're part of your team in this one. I do prefer this one to Jedi Survivor just because there's more worlds to explore. Combat's pretty fun. Cal Kestis is a decent character. Played by, is it Cameron Monaghan? He was in Shameless, the US version of Shameless. He was in a Bad Amityville movie. He played the Joker, or whatever they called him in Gotham. He wasn't like the true Joker. The show Gotham. And he's been in some other stuff as well. But the combat's fun. It's nice going to different worlds and shit. And then at the end of this one, spoiler, like, you end up in like the Inquisitor's base, and Vader appears and he just dominates. Like, that's how it should have been. How it wasn't. How it was in the game I'll show in a few minutes. This is a cool game though. And Star Wars Squadrons. I picked this up. It's like $5 on GameFly. So this is another flight combat game, except it's only in first person, the cockpit view, which took me some time to get used to. And it was alright. I still prefer seeing the full ship, but still looks nice graphically. I think you can play from both sides in this one. I'll just tell you that. I think this is right after the end of Return of the Jedi. So the Empire is falling, but it's not fully done yet. Which would have been a cool thing to explore. It kind of sucks that never happened. I remember hearing rumors like way back in the day. It might even before the prequels came out. Episode 1, 2, and 3. Like, George Lucas wanted to do another one, but it was like after, like, almost right after the Empire falls, but they're not just gone, because the Death Star is gone. And, I mean, a lot of they would have been weakened, and the Emperor and Vader are gone. But there's still plenty of them out there. Kind of see them, kind of still skirmishes going on and stuff. Never happened. Did they ever do? I know some stuff takes place during that time period. But I don't know how they went about it. I don't watch all this shit. Still pretty cool from when I played this one. And the final two. And here's Jedi Survivor. Talked about this, did gameplay on it. I think I did a review of it. I'm not going to complain about what I complained about all the other times in this game. In terms of the fight between Sarah and Vader, and how Vader is made to look like a clown. Constantly, the myth of Vader was long destroyed. By everybody. Even the stuff people cream their jeans over. What's the guy's name? Dave Filoni. Oh, he does the best shit. They also, the amount of people that, like, bust him up, Vader, it's, like, ridiculous. Like, because in the fight between the two of you in this game, it's almost like Vader gets lucky. Like, you almost took him out, but the lightsaber just missed. It should have been you getting the shit kicked out of you. And you're just holding him off as best you can, and you lose, but... You do lose, but it's like, oh no, yeah, you put up hell of a fight. Same thing with, like, I don't know how to say her name. Ahsoka, whatever her name I'm saying it wrong. Didn't she bust him up at some point? Too. And obviously, Obi-Wan makes sense because he fucking trained him. He's gonna know him, and Obi-Wan knows how to get in. Regardless if it's Anakin or he's Vader, Obi-Wan knows how to get into your fucking head. He's good at that shit. He might not be the most skilled, but he's savvy. Obi-Wan's savvy. He'll taunt you kind of, yeah, dude, you kind of suck. Yeah, I'm gonna play. He usually strengths against you and shit, and he'll pick up your weaknesses, but this is still a cool game. It's still the same combat and everything. There's not as many worlds to explore in this one, unfortunately. The one world where you can go to the Greasy's bar and do side stuff and bring people back, and you're catching fish for the aquarium, is really cool. There's that other world where, I forget her name, where you use her, I think, briefly in the game too, the witch, and she is kicking ass. I'm like, why the fuck ain't I using her the whole game? She's more powerful than he is. But there's the home, that world where I think she is, but also where the Jedi is held. They're hiding their archives. That world's cool, but it's not like the other one. And there's another dude in this one that was in Cryo Freeze or whatever they call it, from the Old Republic or the High Republic, not the Old Republic, the High Republic. And he's one of the bad guys. He was a Jedi. He was not. That's another thing I sucked about this game. He was a pretty cool character, and they didn't explore enough with him. It was almost like a side enemy, because then one of your buddies turns on you, some traitor, some shit. That's like the kind of, you play that after him, and then you go to this world that guy in Cryo Freeze wanted to find, where Jedi can do their thing, but then the Jedi Council doesn't agree with him, and then he kind of turns and shit. You go to that world, and you're there 5 minutes, and it's a letdown. It's still overall a cool game, but it's not nearly as good as Fallen Order, I feel. And the final game I've talked about, Star Wars Outlaws. I haven't played it since the gameplay. Apparently this game is very... People are like, they hate it, they enjoy it. I've enjoyed it, but I've played it well enough. It's not the greatest thing ever. I like the fact that you're not a Jedi. It's nice every once in a while to not be the fucking Jedi or the Sith. It's nice. You got this little buddy here. I forget his name. Now I forgot because I haven't played it in like 2 weeks. Graphically looks pretty nice. It did freeze once on me, which is annoying. And apparently, this game has been patched a few times because apparently it was very buggy when it came out, which is fucking annoying. Like, get your shit together, man. These games just do that knowing they can patch it so they can release pretty much almost half-finished shit and patch it over time. They should be selling this game at, I mean, I paid $20. I would not pay $70 for this. I'd probably pay $30 for it. But I don't like to pay $70 for a lot of games. But I'm only on the one, well, you're on the one world in the beginning. And then you have to escape. And then I'm on that first big world. I forget what it's called. And you're doing stuff for 3 different criminal underworld factions. And you have meters for them. Like, if you do something for them, it goes up to standing good. If you screw them, it goes to bad and shit like that. It's pretty fun so far. I've enjoyed it. I have not met this dude. Seems alright. I don't know how it's gonna go. Like I said, some people can't fucking stand this game. But a lot of people like it too, so I'm enjoying it so far. But anyway, that is my Star Wars video game collection. And I want to pick up some more. Like, I'd like to get another copy of Shadows of the Empire, Rogue Leader, Rogue Squadron 2. I wouldn't mind getting the Skywalker Saga, Lego Star Wars as well. And Super Star Wars and Super Star Wars, Super Empire Strikes Back as well. Maybe some of the stuff on the NES had a couple Star Wars games. The Atari has some too. What else? I used to have Rebel Assault. I think it was Rebel Assault 2 for the Sega CD. And maybe Star Wars Bounty